Hello there YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be reacting to Babymetal Headbanger. Now this video does have a whopping great watermark over the top of it, so hopefully that will help it avoid copyright. Apologies if you're hoping to just see the video in its original form. Unfortunately Babymetal are very hot on copyright blocking videos. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and here we go. And pause that momentarily. So, exactly 1 minute in, just by coincidence. What can I say so far? I liked the slight sort of gothic synth introduction, which I just caught in my earphones before they started singing. When the guitars and the drums really kicked in, yeah, that was definitely a toe tapping and banging sound. And that little growl just before we paused it, yeah, so far so good. Right, guessing that's the end of the first verse chorus. So it seems the chorus was actually at least partially sung in the introduction. Interesting. The bit they didn't sing, obviously, it sounds like when she's talking about her 15, she's talking about her 15th birthday or something. I don't know if there's something in Japan about 15, I don't know. There are some hints at maybe what the rest of the chorus means, but we'll go on and see if there's any more clues in the rest of the song. I am liking this so far. It's very heavy. There's a little bit of what's what I want to call like old sort of 90s kind of rave style synth going on over the top of the guitar and drums, which adds a little something. Actually, just feels a bit, just sort of fills some space. It feels some of space sound wise a bit, I suppose. But yeah, I'm enjoying what I'm hearing. Going to sort of breakdown now, I guess. Excuse me. pause this quickly. So I'm guessing this is kind of a section of the song to kind of build a bit of tension. I assume it's probably not as long on the studio version because it has been going on for well over a minute now, and I get that works live, but to me, not so much watching it back, if that makes sense. Being there, this makes total sense, but to me, this is maybe being drawn out a little longer than I want to say necessary. But again, a live performance, I can clearly see that this would make a great deal of sense. Anyway. Pardon me. Going to be a pain in point. That guitar sound with the synth on it, it's a very similar kind of sound to the Pop Will Eat Itself sample of I want to say their law off of the Prodigy album The Experience. Sorry, just a little thing there that I've observed. And that and the synth noise also sounds like something similar to something the Prodigy have used over some of their stuff before. Purely a coincidence, it's just something I observed. Anyway, carry on. Oh, yeah, that's the one. Interesting use of almost not quite acapella, so there's a little bit of quite stuff going on behind it, but just interesting use of sound there after the very heavy bridge into and bridge out of the solo. As short as it was, just makes for an interesting change of sound through the song, which actually I quite like. Oh yeah, that's the one. Right. So I'll probably stop that a few seconds short of the thing. So what did we make of that then, guys? My thoughts. Apart from that long sort of building section in the middle, which is only 2 minutes long, which again, as I said before, I assume that's not as long on a pre-recorded version rather than a live version. And being there at the concert, I mean, I've been to concerts where sections like that have been extended in songs, and actually within the crowd, it makes, when you're in there in the crowd in the moment, it makes sense. But watching back, not so much from a just purely listening point of view. However, the other parts of the song I like quite a bit. As I said earlier on, the heavy sort of section in and out of the guitar, in through and out of the guitar solo, into a very quiet section before it kicked in again. Very good. Liked the way the synth was worked in over the top of the guitars. I say it had a sort of almost Prodigy sounding sort of tone to it. Whatever the plugin acceptable synth sound they were using. And I get the feeling, and I'm quite happy to be wrong on this, that the song was about the songwriter, whether that was themselves or a third party, losing their virginity when they turn 15. Could be wrong, maybe right, I don't know. Please feel free to correct me in the comments or tell me I'm right, either way. Anyway, I like that quite a bit, but that'll be all from me today. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing to the channel, really help out. Maybe drop a like and a comment underneath, maybe suggest some more for me. Special thank you to the Reactor resource for the video being made in the way it is, so hopefully it gets through the copyright. That's been mouse content. That's all from me, guys. So I'll see you later, guys.